Happy New Year, and here's to a wonderful 2021. I'm answering some of the questions that I've been sent in no particular order. What is no-dig homesteading? Well, it's no-dig gardening, obviously, but it's not just about growing to produce food, which is really important, but also using the plants and the garden in as self-sufficient as possible way. So I use it to make preserves, alcohols, other drinks, products for my body, for health, for cleaning the house, making dyes. It's quite a big topic, and I do plan to make a video about that, explaining a bit more about some of the things I do. I've been doing this kind of thing for a long time now. How big is the garden? It's about half an acre, but that is including the footprint for the house and the sheds where we park the car and that kind of thing. So it's not half an acre of vegetable beds, it's half an acre of garden, more or less, altogether. Why did I move? Well, in May 2020, sadly, my partner ended our relationship, and so I thought, what should I do now? And I had to think for a while and decided that a fresh start was a good thing to do. And we chose Wales, my kids and I, because we love it here. It's really lovely, and I mean, it's beautiful. I don't think I could have found anywhere as nice as this lovely garden. How many people work here? Just me. I have no secret teams hiding anywhere. I don't pay people to come in and then shuttle them off. It's essentially me. Obviously, people do things like the first tunnels team built this polytunnel. My kids help out from time to time, holding things or moving things about. Rory made the Hugolette thing, for example. And my lovely neighbours up the hill, Carol and Tim, they've helped with things like Tim replaced the outside tap, which was broken and leaking, with this wonderful super tap, which I'm very grateful for. But essentially, everything you see that's happening here, it's just me. And when I have needed another pair of hands, I always mention it. How long have I been growing using no-dig? I've been growing my own year round for about 28 years. I've been growing like plants and things for longer than that, but that was the first time I really had garden that I could try and grow year round with. And growing no-dig has been 13 and a half years. Highlight of 2021 would be, I think, the RHS no-dig demonstration garden at Hampton Court Garden Festival, which I co-designed with Charles, and then I project managed it for Team No-dig for 18 months or so, which was just, it was challenging and exciting, and I learnt new skills. I was there for the build and throughout the whole show and for part of the breakdown. It just was an amazing experience. Obviously, John Wheatley and Terry Porter were the construction team, the builders, and without them, we would have had no plants, we would have had no gardens, so they were crucial. Worst bit of 2021. I'm self-employed. I have lots of different jobs like most self-employed people, but there was kind of one main job that I had, and unfortunately I was laid off from that, which I wasn't expecting at all, and that was particularly rubbish. Obviously, it was an incredible shock and had quite a big effect on my mental health, as losing your job does. But you know, I'm kind of onwards and upwards, and don't worry, I'm not asking for a whip round. We'll be fine. I'm not having to knit gruel out of stinging nettles or anything. But yeah, that was rubbish. Anyway, looking forward to new opportunities this year. Most used tool would be my pocket knife. I have several, and they're generally with me. They're useful for all kinds of things. You just got to remember to take it out of your pocket before you go to the shops. When will my next book be out? some of you know that I should have had my next book, which is about growing year round, published last year. But because of the house move and everything else that was going on, it's been postponed, and the publishers and I will be discussing it later this winter and working out a publication date for 2022. So I will let you know when we know. A new project for 2022. I've got lots of new projects because this is, you know, my new garden. One I'm particularly looking forward to is I'm going to be making a wildlife pond at the bottom of the garden behind the polytunnel, and I've never made one where I've dug it out before. I've got the lining and everything all ready. I've made them out of, you know, like old baths and that kind of thing. So I'm very much looking forward to that. I've just got to clear the area, and it's digging as well. So hopefully we'll get some dry weather for a bit so I can dig that pond out. But it would be lovely. I've got plants and everything all ready for it. And I'm going to be doing little ponds as well around. Getting more water here for the wild things is it's one of the themes for 2022. So thank you for watching the channel. It's lovely if you can subscribe. That really helps those of us that make YouTube videos. And I'm looking forward to another year of gardening and learning about how things grow, because no matter how long you've been gardening, there's always something new to learn. We're always learning all the time. And here's to a wonderful year.